And this other one's color coordinated just a little bit better, I think. Mostly pinks, purples, and some fuchsias. Anyways, and again, I only have some of the names. Actually, there's a couple Urban Decay shadows mixed in here, but the rest of them are MAC. And then this down here is I believe that's Pink Pearl pigment that I pressed into there. And Cranberry, like Floof and Jest and all those, Naked Lunch, they all kind of run together for me. So, like this one right here is probably one of those. Maybe, I don't even know. That's why it's not labeled, because I don't know. But yeah, that's the other MAC palette I have. Okay, moving on to the other case that I have. This is that's funny. This was also given to me by my mom. She is always on the lookout for cool containers and stuff that I can put my makeup in, and since this one was already full and I didn't want to have to find another spot for my false lashes, and it probably wouldn't fit in there anyways, this is actually like an industrial strength kind of container. It came with a flyer on top that showed a car, like 4 wheels resting on top of 4 of these, so obviously it's very sturdy, but it holds my excess palettes. Like here is the Urban Decay Book of Shadows Volume 2. Oh god. Well, I'll show you the start of that. I'm sure you guys have all seen what the Book of Shadows looks like. The next one was a cargo palette. Yeah, it doesn't have a name on the bottom, but it was like a holiday promotional kind of deal. And what I did was take out the plastic, or like the separator divider inside, just like a bit more. Oh no. And I haven't really finished that, and I haven't obviously adhered these in any way. But it came with the blush that's right here, more like a highlighter because it's really, really light, and the 4 colors right here. And then I also added a Lorac blush and 2 Lorac eyeshadows. That really doesn't get that much use for obvious reasons because I can't carry it anywhere with me. I guess I'll go through the cheapy ones kind of quick. These I got at like the dollar store. Some of them actually have pretty good pigment. These ones are from Profusion. I give these like a 50-50 chance of working out because half of them are really chalky and the other ones are nicely pigmented, so I actually have more luck with the Clean Color Heavy Metal shadows. Those actually go on pretty true to how they are in the palette. And they also have some really pretty shades. Like I've done a look with the, it's like a greenish grayed blue at the bottom, and then like a limey green, and then like a buttercream kind of color at the top. And I did a pretty look with those before. Here is the e.l.f. Quad in Drama, the Sally Girl Quad in Moolah. I'm kind of surprised I remember all these names. This thing I have had for probably way too long, like longer than I care to admit. It is the Clinique Shadows in Sugar Sugar and the Duo in Lovey Dovey. Okay, and this is a Lancome Quad, just a gift with purchase one, but it has some nice shades in it. This is from the dollar store. I just wanted some pretty pinks one day, so I picked that up for $1. This is the Lancome Quad in Twilight, which is not available anymore. I looked to see if it was, because I figured everyone would be all over the name because it's Twilight, but it's got the new black, and it's got a color very similar to the Stila Chinois. It's got like a rosy pink, but like a very dusty pink, and then a gray. So I use that occasionally. Then I have the Maybelline 8-pan palette in Sun-Baked Neutrals. And I'm not going to be able to open that with one hand. But then this is the other one in Twilight Rays. I think there's one other one that they make that I just don't have. This is a gift with purchase from Lancome in For Passion. A couple different purple shades. And I've noticed with this quad, I don't know if it's because it was a gift with purchase, but they're very hard to get out of there. Like, they're not smooth, silky, anything like that. It's really hard to get the pigment picked up. This is a Physicians Formula Vegas Strip Light Bronzer, the shimmer strips, and these are extremely shimmery and metallic, but they're also very fun, especially in summertime. Okay, this was the colors from Lorac that I took out of that palette to put the e.l.f. shadows in, which doesn't really make any sense at all, but I did it. Probably just so I could move them around and put them in different combinations, but there's some pretty shades, like Hope, Charity, Faith, and something else. They all kind of look the same once they're on, though. This is an old Urban Decay palette. This one is Bad Girl, but I only kept some of the shades in it. The lip glosses didn't do so well, and I figured I'm never going to use the body paint or whatever the heck was right there, like oozy body glitter. But I left the 4 shadows in here, and the 2 lip colors, but I probably need to take those out. And this is just like a very shimmery powder from Too Faced that I pressed, and it didn't turn out so well because it was like a super fine powder. It was not meant to be pressed. This is the other one in Nymph to Glam. And I pressed a few more in here. So I have the 4 shadows over here. I know this is Acid Rain, and then Polyester Bride. And then I pressed... Okay, this is All Girl. I know that. No Idea. That's Lovely Lily, and that is another, I think that was actually a Tony and Tina powder that I pressed, but I don't really use this one much either, except for the Urban Decay shadows. I do like those. Then the last palette I have in here, and some of my other palettes actually made it into my single palette trunk, just because I didn't have room in here, and that's the way it worked out. But the last palette I have is from Sephora. This is my birthday present from my friend Claire. And this has some really diverse shades in it. Some super sparkly, some matte. Just a little bit of everything, and it's really pretty. I should probably work on some looks using this palette pretty soon. But anyways, now that it's all spread out on my bed, I can go through the task of putting it back in so it's actually in some semblance of order. But anyways, those are all my palettes. If you guys have any questions, like I said, please leave a comment below, and I will talk to you all very soon. Take care. Bye.